So what the heck is high ticket closing? I wanted to create a short video because I think there's a lot of confusion around this industry, mostly just due to online marketers. They thrive on confusion. They're trying to make things sound complicated in hopes that people will feel like they need to purchase their programs. But in reality, it's actually very simple. Let me break it down. So, as you're probably already aware, the way we make purchases has changed. E-commerce has exploded. More and more people are buying things online who have never bought online before. Even my parents buy stuff online. I never thought that day would come. So anytime there's disruption in any market, it breeds opportunity. Think about what Uber did to transportation or what Airbnb did to hospitality. So what is the opportunity here? Well, even though people are more comfortable online, studies show that the comfort level of buyers has limitations. There are different studies out there, but somewhere around the $800 price point, people tend to get nervous. They don't want to push the buy now button as easily. The higher the price, the more likely people are to get trigger shy. So $50 for a new pair of pants, no words high ticket closing. High ticket just refers to the price. It's a high price or high perceived value item. Now on the other side, closing stems from an old real estate term which refers to the process of making a sale. So very simply, high ticket closing is the act of facilitating a purchasing decision for a higher priced item. That's it. High ticket, high price, closing, sale. High ticket sale. Now there's a lot of debate around what classifies a high ticket price. Some say $1,000, some say $3,000, some say $5,000. Honestly, I don't think this is important. I think understanding the process, the role, and the responsibilities is much more important. So what is a high ticket closer? Well, really, it's someone who has conversations with potential buyers, answers questions, and make sure that the item in fact is the right purchase for the consumer. That's it. If you have a voice, you can do this job. Now the next question I get is, well, what am I selling? Boats and expensive vacations? Well, there's no real easy way to answer this. Technically, a high ticket closer could sell boats and vacations. But there are two really specific opportunities where most of the jobs that I see are coming from. On one side, you have agencies. On the other side, you have coaches. So remember that I told you disruption creates opportunity? Well, there have been two very specific disruptions that have created major opportunities in this industry. One, the way people are choosing to learn, the education industry. And two, the rise of digital marketing, accessibility to new markets. So more and more people are losing faith in the formal education system. Sure, if you want to be a lawyer or an accountant or a doctor or an engineer, maybe college or university is the best spot for you. But what if you want to, I don't know, learn how to build a successful Amazon business? Or what if you want to become a bodybuilder? Or what if you want to transition out of your current career and work remote? No problem. $5,000 on a personal development program? That's a problem. So when we break down the college is not a good answer for those things. And this has created an opportunity. People are choosing to learn very specifically these days. And it created a $200 billion coaching industry. The idea is, I produced X results, I have the knowledge, the skills, the experience, and I will teach you how to produce those same results. This can come in the form of a course, a coaching program, or a mentorship. And I actually created another video to explain the differences, and I'll include a link below. Now, people are opting out of taking on massive debts to learn a generalized skill in college, and instead, they're paying people to teach them how to get a specific result. And that has made the coaching market explode. Now, the other disruption that creates massive opportunity is the agency world. Instead of teaching people how to get a specific result, an agency offers to get those results for you. The most common agencies focus their efforts on marketing and sales. So instead of teaching someone how to grow their business, they actually take care of the services for them. This could be email marketing or advertising or content creation, staffing, the list goes on. But the easiest way to remember the key differences: a coach, a course, a mentorship is a DIY, do it yourself, or done with you, where an agency is done for you. So now that we know the what and the who of who's hiring and what this is, what does this mean for us? Well, there is opportunity and disruption. Companies are hiring people to have these conversations with their potential buyers. We have the conversations. If the potential buyers make the purchase, we get paid a percentage. Typically, the percentages range from 10 to 20%. So you can imagine if you are having a conversation with someone who ends up buying a $10,000 coaching program or agency package, you would get paid $1,000 to $2,000. Now that's not bad for having a conversation that typically lasts 45 minutes to an hour. My first high ticket closer job, my first real job in high ticket closing, I was having conversations about a $5,800 Amazon FBA coaching program. And basically 1 in 3 people that I spoke to would decide to buy the program. At that time, I was making 15% per sale, which meant on average, I was making about $870 every 3 hours. I would take about 6 to 8 calls per day, which meant on most days I would get between 2 and 3 sales. I worked from my home and I was bringing in about $43,000 per month. So remember that I told you that disruption creates opportunity? Well, $43,000 a month for someone who has no formal education, who used to be a janitor, a bartender, or a security guard, it's pretty good. And there's a lot of opportunity still in this industry. So in summary, a high ticket closer is someone who helps facilitate higher priced buying decisions. And the majority of the opportunities are coming from the explosion in the coaching and agency industries. We get paid when people make that decision, and the commissions are extremely lucrative. The way people are buying is drastically changing. And the beautiful thing is, so is the way we are selling. The days of aggressive Wolf of Wall Street or used car salesman approaches are over. The industry is wide open to high integrity individuals who just have a desire to make money by helping people. This is a people helping people business. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment sections. I will create another video answering some of those most common questions. And I think this is where I'm supposed to say, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day.